The roar hits before the car even comes into view, that deep, unmistakable growl that turns every head and stirs something primal in anyone who remembers what raw American muscle sounds like. The 2026 Dodge Viper GTS doesn't ease into the spotlight. It announces itself with unapologetic confidence, a supercar reborn for a world that thought the legend was gone for good. The lines are familiar yet sharper, more intentional, as if every inch was carved from asphalt and adrenaline. The long hood stretches ahead like a promise of danger, the fenders swell with purpose, and the signature bubble roof still hints at its racing heritage. The Viper has always been a statement, and this one speaks louder than ever. Under that sculpted hood lies the heart that fans were begging to hear about. Dodge stayed true to form with a naturally aspirated V10, refined but still brutal, pushing out power numbers that demand respect. Every press of the throttle reminds you this isn't a car built to blend into an era of quiet hybrids and computerized restraint. It's a machine built for noise, heat, and motion. The exhaust note isn't polished. It's alive, like thunder rolling through a tunnel. Drivers will feel it in their chest before they feel it in their hands. Step inside, and it's clear Dodge didn't forget who they're building for. The cockpit wraps tight, driver, focused with premium leather, exposed performance stitching, and controls that respond like reflexes. Technology has its place, but not at the expense of soul. The digital cluster feeds you only what matters, and the infotainment is refined but unobtrusive. The steering wheel feels like it grew out of the car itself, with paddle shifters positioned exactly where instinct expects them. The seats grip firmly, reminding you that comfort in this world means staying planted when the engine decides to throw you forward. The Viper has always balanced on the edge between wild and controllable, and this generation leans into precision without taming the beast. An upgraded chassis, active suspension, and performance traction systems make the power usable but never dull. It's not trying to be safe in the traditional sense. It's trying to be sharp enough that the driver becomes part of the equation. On a straight, it rockets with violent certainty. In corners, it digs in with the kind of grip that dares you to push harder. Every input feels mechanical and immediate, no delay, no hesitation. From the outside, details reinforce its identity. The hood vents aren't decorative, they bleed heat earned by effort. The rear fascia is wider and more aggressive, with integrated diffusers channeling air like a track weapon. The badge doesn't need embellishment. Wheels wrapped in performance rubber sit flush against massive brakes, ready to haul the car down as fiercely as it launches. Every angle hints at movement, even at a standstill. People don't just look at this car, they react to it. The Viper name means history, competition, rebellion against compromise. Bringing it back in 2026 isn't nostalgia, it's defiance. The world around it might be chasing efficiency and silence, but this car represents a different philosophy. It's for those who still believe driving is an experience, not a task. There's pride in mastering something with character, something that doesn't apologize for being intense. On open roads, the wind competes with the engine for attention, and the world blurs just enough to remind you you're alive. In the city, it feels caged, impatient, waiting for the moment it can stretch its legs. Owners won't buy this for convenience or economy. They'll buy it for the emotion, the heritage, and the thrill that starts before the engine even fires. The 2026 Dodge Viper GTS isn't trying to fit into the future. It's carving its own place in it, reminding everyone that some legends don't fade. They recharge and come back louder. This car doesn't whisper innovation. It shouts legacy with a modern pulse and dares anyone listening to keep up.